I think I'm sort of in between here. There were a few incredible scenes, incredible in the performance, incredible in the shots that they used, incredible in the plots and the twists. And then in between them, I felt that it was lacking. I had two favorite ones from last night, three favorite ones. Can I have three? I'm gonna go with three. I just wanna show a clip from my first favorite scene from last night that I think was probably one of the best moments in the entire series. We can take a look at that.
Skylar. All the things that I did. You need to understand.
I have to hear one more time that you did this for the family.
I did it for me. I liked it. I was good at it.
Okay, I legitimately have goosebumps right now. This whole scene began with the most wonderful reveal of the character, just in the way it was shot. And then you see the look on Skylar's face, so beautifully acted, switch from, depression and anger and exhaustion to just sheer and utter shock. Mo, what did you think?
Yeah, I was just saying to Flume that if that hadn't been in the finale, take the whole finale and take that scene out of it, it would have been a whole different beast for me. And I think one of the things that Breaking Bad has just hammered at for over 5 seasons is, here's a guy who's lying not just to the world, but to himself. And I think that maybe in the world of Breaking Bad, lying to yourself is even worse than lying to the world, although, of course, we saw Walt do any number of horrible things in the world, and that's certainly not something the show forgot. But the fact that he was just able to be honest about what motivated him, I think gave a lot of different coloration to how the finale went down. The show did a lot to sort of partially redeem Walt in the last 2 episodes and make you feel for his side of the story. And I still am, to some degree, uncomfortable with that on some level because, there's a lot of people out there who just want to, I'm not saying necessarily the show, but a lot of fans want to whitewash Walt, so to speak. And I think that we have to always keep in mind the totality of someone's actions. But if he hadn't been able to be truthful with Skylar in that moment, I think I would have been a lot less okay with the finale, because I think this was about him trying to actually atone. He can't repair, really. He can't even necessarily limit the damage, but he can go forward with some measure of having tried to do the right things.
I don't know if I agree with trying to do the right things. Flume, what do you think?
I agree with Mo. I think that scene was the high point of the finale. I thought the whole column with him being there and not seeing him, I thought that was really well done. I thought the moment with him asking to see his baby one last time, I thought that was really well done. I thought that moment was really well acted. I was emotional watching him look at Holly in the crib. I thought that was really good. I think what it comes down to, and thinking about Walt, is basically what Mo was talking about. I never stopped rooting for Walt. I take into account all the horrible things that he did, but I never was rooting against him. I never, just watching the show and being week in, week out, watching his actions. He was the hero of the show to me. That might be a crazy thing to say based on his actions, but I think the episode portrayed him the way that the series portrayed him, as somebody who got himself in some terrible circumstances and then had to act to get his way out of it, acting for his family and acting for himself, above all else. And there's also the element that this episode brought in about, you think of him as a cancer victim and someone with cancer. It keeps, the I feel alive stuff. It makes you think about what that whole aspect of the show was that was very easy to forget, in the middle of season 3, in the middle of season 4, when he's down in Mexico, mass murdering a bunch of drug lords. I thought it was really poignant.